Torah time! The weekly portion. What's it all about? It really means something. What can it teach me? Turn it. Everything's in it.
Hi, welcome to Torah time. I'm Rabbi Stephanie Shore, and this week's portion is called Shemini, and it's from the book of Leviticus, the third book of the Torah. In Hebrew, Vayikra. Now in this portion, we have several lessons that we learn. One is that we are still talking about sacrifice. We've been talking about sacrifice for chapters and chapters, sacrifice that took place in the Mishkan, the traveling tabernacle, and we talk about it so much because it is very, very important. The whole idea of sacrifice, and we've talked about that in prior Torah time sessions. This week, though, I want to talk about another section of the portion, and that's the section that talks about the kosher laws. It talks about all the different animals that are kosher to us and the animals that are not kosher to us. It talks about animals with 4 legs, animals with multiple legs. It talks about fish in the sea and shellfish and birds in the sky. It talks just about every animal. Now, what's important for an animal with hooves is that the hooves be cleft, okay? So that there's a cleft, a very evident cleft between the hooves of the animal's foot. For instance, a pig has cloven hooves. So why wouldn't it be kosher? Well, it's not kosher because it doesn't regurgitate its cud and chew it. All right? So animals that regurgitate their cud and chew their cud that also have cloven hooves are kosher. What I find very interesting about this is that the hooves are an external sign of a kosher animal. The chewing of the cud, however, is an internal sign. Now, what does this mean for us spiritually? What the Torah is trying to teach us is that we can practice rituals and do things that appear to be very, very good. However, if we're not clear within, then it doesn't match. There's a disconnect. In Judaism, it's very, very important that our outsides match our insides. Remember when we talked about the tabernacle and we talked about the ark that was in the innermost chamber of the tabernacle, it was gilded or covered in gold on the outside and also on the inside. The inside matched the outside. And this is very important for us to understand, especially in our world today. We can put on a facade or a show that everything is okay on the outside. But if it's not okay on the inside, then we're not walking in truth. We need to make sure that our insides are matching what we're presenting on the outside. There are many ways we can do this. If we have something inside that we're holding in and we're not talking about, but it's eating at us and bothering us, we can go to someone we trust and we can share about it. And I will guarantee you that when you share about it, it won't bother you as much. When we do this, and we feel a connection between the outside that we're presenting to the world and how we feel inside. Then we learn the ultimate lesson from our portion Shemini. Well, that's our Torah time for today. I'm so glad we had this time to study together. Thanks for stopping by. Shalom.
Torah time! The weekly portion. What's it all about? It really means something. What can it teach me? Turn it, everything's in it.